Well, that made it in. Means that belt survived. Don't know what the dogs are barking. They might be barking at the pups because Becky might have fed them and let them out. That's not just from the running manure. See if you can see it on the wire. Look at that. There's moisture dripping. Last night, just about the time I was going to put the video up, we got enough tinkles to just almost get everything wet. About 2 hours later, we got enough tinkles to just almost get everything wet. About a half an hour later, we got enough tinkles to get almost everything wet. And through all that, we got a whole 1/100th of an inch. And this morning, it rained more last night before I went to bed. This morning, we have 8/100ths of an inch of rain for the month. All between around 5 o'clock last night and when I got out of bed an hour ago. Amazing. And I don't know what it's going to do today. I mean, unfortunately, today was the day they were going to try to get Maury's wheat combine, so. And I mean, I do know guys that would just go in and do it. It's probably dry enough to thrash out all right after if the sun hits it. It's been in a windrow. Maybe it's protected. But I don't want it in my bin if it's going to be that way. And unfortunately, the weather don't look any better after that. And dryers aren't a thing here. There is one guy around with a grain dryer. The only reason he has it was because he got into a little niche market here with some corn. And that's the only way he could store the corn. And then I heard this year, he's not raising any corn. Somebody else is raising it. And he's drying for him. That's all I know. I haven't talked to him in a few years. So I'm going to go shut that off. I probably should go back up there and shut the gate because they're all up. Then I can move the traveler because I think we're going to run it down here in the bottom. Although it really needs to get running that right across the fence from where it is because they have eaten that down to nothing. And we're going to kind of force them to that today. And after we run them tomorrow, they're going down here. So then I don't know how bad I want to water this either. Catch 22. Ty's having fun. Hopefully she'll get those tears done today.
Then we're going to get the...
But look who's here.
You say hi, everyone?
With a smile on her face so she hides.
Oh, we got to tell everybody. We ordered tumblers off of Ed's merch. One for me, one for Ty, and one for Ed. And then we thought the tumblers were too big for Blakely, but look at the tumbler she has now. So we got a Goslin Farm sticker that's going to go on her tumbler. And she picked out the bowl. Wally sticker? Yeah, Wally sticker is what you're going to put on your cup. Yep.
Okay, so if you want any of that stuff, the link should be...
It's in your...
on my deal.
Yeah. So we've got tumblers and Brent Erickson. You've got a package coming to you in the next couple weeks.
And she's excited that Brent's got a package.
Yeah. You say hi, Brent. Hi, Mara. And hi, Kai.
Look at me. Go. Hi, Brent. Can you do it?
No, I'm going to do it.
Say hi, Brent.
Oh, well.
Can you say good luck, Murphy? And Murphy knows why I said good luck.
So
Let me know, Murph.
Blakely's going to help Oma run some errands this morning. Go down to the vet's office.
Yeah,
Pick up a couple bottles of long range.
Then come back
And I'm going to go clean feed barn.
Should text.
And yes, I have my rubber boots on today, which I never do, but that barn is so sloppy and I got to go and hook everything and figure out where I'm going to shove it to. That's probably the funnest part.
Hi, Dad.
The grass thieves are out.
Hi, Dad.
And they're listening to Blakely as she's yelling hi to them. Two of them facing this way, staring up here. The one to the left is broadside and looking up here. Yeah, without the cows being right there. Oh, she's trying to. Well, that didn't work out right. And here I'm trying to go do something, and apparently I get the kid. She don't have earplugs though, so she can't ride with me. I don't know how that's gonna work. Clean as it's gonna get. I didn't show you any of it, but there's the pile over there. That feeder was up just above the tin. This feeder had like maybe 2 or 3 inches in it, but they were done eating on it. Some of that canary grass. So these are 3 of the 5 bales that I figured were wet. And the black spot in this one. And the wet spot there. That wet spot's cold. I stuck my hand on it, stuck my finger in a little bit, it's cold. This one, they got kind of a little different colored spot, like it might have been damp. And this one, I don't know, yeah, it does too. Spot right there. And there, but they'll eat it. White-faced hornet's in here after some flies. I'll eat him be. I don't want to get stung. I don't want him to get flies. That's the better option for me anyway. And thankfully, they all went back out earlier. I really need to do something here. I wish that was concrete. Of course, this is all figured for one more 12-foot section. That's not here yet. Another feeder. Then that would all be concrete out there. Then it'd go out a little different, but it is what it is. And here's where you don't just reach out and touch the gate. That's what you got your foot for. Anyway, I got that much done before lunch. And yeah, notice the drop. It's not like the other end from a screwed up pole and a worn out hinge on the gate. That one we replaced once, but even the one that was in there before then, the dry versus wet weather really changed it. We'd literally adjust the hinges 2 or 3 times a year, and you'd move one of the hinges like an inch to get that to line up. It's crazy. I gotta show you what I found too. I saw it when I took the spear off the skid steer and put the forks back on. It's over there. It kind of pisses me off. See the issue? No idea when, what, or how. Something I'd notice. Not like I don't look at things every day. But I ain't figured out why. I just know it's flat. Well, would you looky there? Can't clamp that in the vise, and I wasn't going to hold it by hand. So clamp a little vise in it, stick it in. This hangs down here. By all rights, that's a hard piece of material. And I almost thought about trying to clean the gall out of it, but I did. I cleaned it out with a 3/4 inch drill. Kind of one-sided it a little bit. But I think that will work. It's a little snug. I got a couple 3/4 inch bolts that slide right through, and a couple of them won't. May have to open it up a little bit. That's what that one's for, if I need to. But I think we're going to put a bolt in place of that rod, and probably a couple pieces of 1-inch channel, maybe 1.5-inch channel. They'll lay here. You have a flat surface, top and bottom. We'll put a nut on each side because it's not supposed to move in this piece anyway. But it'll give us some adjustment because what I've been able to find for long bolts have 6 inches of thread. And we can space underneath just like we were doing with the parts that are still laying on the floor. But I got that done. Proved I can do it. Bit's still sharp. By the way, that's cutting oil in that one. A little cutting oil there too. Then I went out. By the way, it's muggier than hell outside and hot. There's a little tiny bit of diesel in here. If you use your imagination, you can find it. Until I walked over here, it was easier to find. But that's what came out of the, should be the secondary filter. It's got a water trap underneath it. Of course, you know, you open the valve and it's plugged. That's what the piece of welding wire was for. The primary filter just had a couple little tiny drops of water in the bottom of it. Filters are clean. Took them off, put them back on. And I've been out there for probably half hour, 45 minutes pumping on a primer pump and trying to get it to fire. And it won't. So that is why I came in here. Because if memory serves, we didn't have any choice but to crack injector lines on that one. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll throw some stuff there in the garbage and get rid of some watery fuel. It has not been a fun experience. Seems to me they weren't fun experiences last time either. And where the primer is, I got 2 big blisters on there from pumping on that sucker because you can't get into it to pump on it right. I've got almost 4 hours on it now. I get it to run for about 30 seconds. That's if it'll fire. And yes, I got it on full throttle. Oil pressure's been up for a while. Hit full throttle and get the air out. This is the longest it's run. And it'll idle. I'm going to call that a win for the moment. At least now I can move it. I have cracked half the injector lines at the pump. Only had fuel out of one. Number one, when I had fuel out of it, I closed it, got absolutely nothing out of the rest of them. They have all been opened like half to a full turn on the nut, which is plenty to let air out. Made it fire, made it fire, made it fire. No more fire, did it all again. And screw it, I'm done. I'm gonna turn this thing down to charge instead of boost as I play with the bees. I haven't found a nest, but there's about 100 of them right in there, just waiting for me when I open that. I'll put her on a 10 amp. I don't know why this timer won't go a hold anymore, but it doesn't seem to go anywhere if you crank her all the way around. That's where I'm gonna leave it tonight. Becky was nice enough to feed for me. And Ty left a couple hours ago. Thought I'd get her to help me on this, but that didn't happen. Maybe tomorrow if I get a chance. Fire this thing up, degrease it, and be done with it. So there, you've seen my day. I'd show you my new disc, but I can't get to it from here. Besides that, I don't know if that'll pull it. Anybody remembers the fires that I was disking across the road? The last one, which was right across the road there, they were flailing and disking both in the field together, and 650 horse quad track and 17-foot disc with like, I don't know, must have 32-inch blades on it, 1,000 or 1,200 gallon tank of water on the back to make it go in the ground, and he wasn't keeping up. So I took the 5288 without duals on it because we unhooked the mower and threw the disc on it quick. Helped him out, and he just got done disking up that way. He went by a little bit ago and called me and says, "Hey, can I park in your field?" Because apparently sometime within the next week they're supposed to get some lime on across from us, and that goes out to the other road to the north. So he's parked in the edge of our hayfield over there, just the disc, because he's switching, he's pulling a drag and a roller is what he's gonna do on another piece half mile north of here. One's got a hole in it, the other's full of diesel. That's a good place for him. So I told him I'm not sure I can pull it with that one. So if the Versatile was running, he might have to go looking for his disc though. Oh well, hey, hope you had a better Tuesday than me. Hope everybody has a great hump day. And yeah, tomorrow everybody out there gets long range and hopefully be over with it. On a plus note though, when I cleaned feed barn earlier, I found some calf shit that was actually firm like it should be. I think I don't know. Dog, I'm gonna step on you. Maybe they're getting rid of the worms on their own a little bit. I have no idea, but they're not near as messy as they were before we took the fecal down. Oh yeah, look, there's Becky. Hiding in the air conditioning.